The idea of being a master connector and using your network and the relationships you've got to bring in loads of business can be daunting to some, but it's actually really easy. Here's 2 concepts I'd like to share that will help you along that journey. The first one is something that BNI founder Dr. Ivan Meisner talks about. He says, be interested, not interesting. Let's break that down. When we talk about being interesting at a network event, that seems to be what most people would want to do. They want to feel like they're not boring the people they're talking to. But there's a challenge with that. And that problem is most listeners, most people you're talking to, won't necessarily find what you're talking about interesting. Much better from a relationship point of view to be interested in them. And that means having a genuine interest in wanting to find out about the other person, really trying to build that relationship. Now remember, you can't play it too much and say, no, after you, and constantly trying to find out about the other person and never sharing anything about yourself. But if you can build a relationship by finding common ground between you, that means you can be both interested in what they're saying and you're likely to be interesting to them too. The other concept is from the world's foremost retention expert, a guy called Robert Scrope, and he talks about giving first. Now, giving first is really what it says on the tin. It's trying to help other people by giving to them before you expect anything in return. Now, in BNI, we call that giver's gain. In life, we call it, well, what goes around comes around. Now, whatever you want to call it, this is just what master connectors do. Now, counterintuitively, this sounds wrong because we're preconditioned to think take, compete. But actually, what master connectors do is just give. And that serves to help them build their business. So if you want to be a master connector, follow those 2 principles. Find common ground between you when you're chatting to people so that you're both interested and interesting. And at the same time, look for ways to give. That's the way to build relationships with people, and that leads to business.